Hey everybody, it's Lindsay from thepickypagesproject.com and welcome to the end of week 5 of Potter Speed Read. So that means that we have either already read or are in the middle of reading The Order of the Phoenix. This is my copy. It's a bit old and kind of beaten up, and thick. Guys, this book is so thick. This book is the largest of the series. I'm kind of really excited that I have jumped this hurdle because it's done. It was wonderful. I loved it. But the next book isn't as big, and I'm kind of super excited about that. And oh my goodness, guys, like the feels in this book. I can hardly even contain myself. I had so much fun reading this one. This one definitely is a lot darker than the first 4. Put it back on the shelf there. And what happens in this book is the 5th in the series, and the largest, like I said. Basically they go back to Hogwarts, 5th year. 5th year means that they have to do their OWLs, their OWLS, the ordinary wizarding levels. That's their exams. So they have to do exams this year, and it is super stressful. And to add to all of that stress, poor Harry, oh my goodness, Voldemort is back, and he is growing stronger, and he is gathering his followers, and nobody believes Harry or Dumbledore or anyone else that's trying to make this kind of evident to the wizarding world. So they're kind of dealing with this on their own. Harry's dealing with people not believing him and calling him a liar, and really, the kid just can't catch a break. However, this is Ron's year. Ron Weasley, guys, if you're a Ron Weasley, if you love him, if that's your guy, if that's your favorite character, this is his year. He has so many awesome things going for him this year, and it was really fun to watch Ron just kind of have things go right for once. At least someone has something going right for them, because Harry certainly didn't. Another couple of characters that we get to watch throughout the book are Fred and George. And Fred and George are really coming into their own, and they keep getting funnier. I really love them. They're so entertaining. Can't get enough of Fred and George. You get to learn some really cool things about Fred and George this book, and they do a couple of things that just kind of make you want to stand up and applaud. Like, good job, Fred and George. I love them. Another character that we get to learn a lot about is Ginny. Ginny talks a lot more in this book. She actually conveys her thoughts and feelings. She opens up a lot more. So we get to hear a lot more about Ginny, which I love. Neville also has grown as a character since the first book. I love hearing about Neville. We learn tons about Neville. Lots and lots about Neville that you don't learn in the movies. We're going to learn them in the books, and this book in particular, you're going to learn a lot about Neville. So I loved that. Something else that I love. Luna! Oh my goodness! I love Luna! Love Luna! And she is spectacular. Reading it this time around, she seemed a lot less, well, not a lot less, slightly less flighty and a lot more kind of eccentric, which I thought was fantastic. I like the flighty Luna though. The movie Luna was in particular a lot more flighty than the book Luna, I found. Either way, love Luna. Love that we finally get to meet her and that she's a part of the story. And once again, we get to learn a little more about Harry's parents, so there's a lot going on there. We learn a little bit more this year. We also get to meet the Order of the Phoenix guys, like the whole team. There are a couple new characters, one being Tonks. Oh, Tonks! My fellow Hufflepuff. So we get to I love Tonks. I really wish that I could do the things that she does. I think she's awesome. I love her. And oh guys, the final character that I kind of want to touch on is Umbridge. Oh my goodness, Umbridge. Like, you hate her right off the bat, and you think she's such a horrible person, and then she does something else, and you're like, oh my goodness, like, you're a ridiculously horrible person, and then she does something else, and you're like, I hate you! Why do you just leave Harry alone? But, honestly, I think that she is one of the best villains of all times. Like, she gets under my skin, and I just want to yell at her. I want to yell at her. I have a couple times. Throughout the book, I've yelled at her a couple times. So get ready for that. If you haven't read this book yet, Umbridge. Oh my goodness. I love when horrible things happen to her, though. I love it. I don't know. I love it. There is so much foreshadowing in this book, and so many intertwining stories that you don't really realize are happening until they happen. And a lot of these things that I'm realizing are in this story, that are foreshadowing for the next couple of books. You don't notice it until you read the next couple of books. Like, normally when you're reading a book, you can be like, oh, like, that's gonna come in play later on, I bet. Like, I'll remember that because it's gonna happen later on. However, like, there's stuff like, oh, this item, I think I'll throw it away, and then it becomes like a crazy, intensely important item later on in another book. Like, there are little tiny things that are just going to be so important later on, you don't realize it right now. I'm getting out of breath because I'm getting so excited about this. Sorry. So the foreshadowing and intertwining of stories, magical, awesome, love it. J.K. Rowling, you are queen. I love you. I can't even. I'm not a book crier, like I said before, but oh my goodness, like, there are so many emotions going on in this book. It's amazing. You're so sad, you're so worried, you're so just confused and torn, and you just, how can you not feel something for the characters in this book? It's really, truly amazing. Harry has to go through a lot of very intense things this year, a lot of different feelings that he doesn't even understand just yet. So the feels in this book are real, guys. It's very intense, a very intense book. And I really, really loved it. I thought it was an amazing book. I have to tell you, I really, as much as I love this book, I don't think I loved it as much as Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire. And I totally understand why people kind of drop off. From what I hear, people drop off in this series around this book because it's so long and it's not as happy and pleasant as the other books. There's not as many happy, pleasant... There are still happy, pleasant moments. You just don't kind of get to see them quite as often. So instead of a 10 out of 10 on this one, or a 5 out of 5, I'm actually going to give this guy a 9.5. I can't not give it a 9.5. I'm not going to give it the full 10 because it wasn't my favorite, but 9.5 because of the foreshadowing and everything excellent that is happening in this book. So that's what I'm going to give it. Next book up, guys, is The Half-Blood Prince. Tell me what you thought about the Goblet of Fire down in the comments. Did you love it? Is it your favorite? Which book is your favorite? And tell me your thoughts on Umbridge, because I love hating this woman, I really do. So let me know what you think. Guys, that's all I have for you today. That's it for now. I'm gonna get started on the next book because I'm totally in it. I am just immersed in the world of Harry Potter and I'm loving every single second. So hopefully you're having as much fun as I am. Get out there and read Half-Blood Prince, and I will see you again with another review very, very soon. Remember that if you're not having fun, you're not reading the right book. So let me help you choose the right one. And yeah, happy reading, guys, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!